82. Hello, everybody. Today's day 82, my second year, and it just happens to be 8/2, August 2nd, 2017. I wanted to, in today's video, and I don't make a video every day. I try to do it like when I have something to say or something significant, especially if it relates to my transition, as this is my transition blog. Hopefully, by the title, you realize this is one transgender, one transitioning trans woman in middle age, and I am definitely in middle age, and I am transitioning. Although you probably could say I've already transitioned, but I would kind of say that no, this is just another plateau in this journey, and will there ever be an end? I don't know, but I wanted to update a little bit about my weight. And if you don't know, for me, where I'm at, if I want to have GCS, I have to lose quite a bit of weight. And I'm happy to say that as of this morning, let me do some math real quick. As of this morning, I have 64 pounds to lose. Okay. I have almost lost 100 pounds since I started. So I'm over the hump, the halfway mark. But it's one of those things, it gets harder and harder and harder and whatnot. In the back of my mind, I've kind of set a goal of January, of the first January 2018, I want to be at my ideal weight so I can have surgery as finances allow. I think a more realistic goal is going to be March of 2018, in that gives me, I think, about 2 pounds a week, which is kind of hard to do still. But there's a financial element too. It's a two-legged race. There's two things competing with each other, and one of them is finances, and the other one is weight. I can't have surgery if I can't afford it, and who can? So I have to save up for that, and then I also have the other leg, the other runner, which is my weight. I'm fat. I'm obese. I'm not morbidly obese, I'm happy to say. As of last week, I crossed over that threshold, so I'm no longer in that upper chart. When you look at the BMI chart, and you have, normal. Sorry, Julie. You have normal, and then you have overweight, and then you have obese, and then you have morbidly obese, which is, they're like, you're going to die, and of course you are not going to die. You're just morbidly obese. I'm no longer morbidly obese. I'm just obese. So, but I would just want to kind of update what I did. I noticed I was on a plateau, and here's where this video might help someone else. I was on a plateau, and it was just, I redid my my weight calculation, and I had the program tell me, okay. And I think the way this happened was when I started, okay, at, I know way back when it was 365 pounds. Yeah. 365 pounds. It told me, okay, you should be eating a calorie intake of like 1470 to lose weight. And that's what I had done. And then when I stopped, I wasn't losing weight anymore. I'd gotten down to about 290, and I just was not losing weight. And I've kind of fluctuated in the mid 280s, 288, 287. And earlier this week, I just said, okay, let me redo it. Let me put my new weight in and my new goal, and and of course, it gave me a calorie of a little over 1,000, I think 1,043. So I have cut about 400 calories a day out of my diet, and so far that seems to be working. It seems to be, I've lost a little less than a pound a day, which is not something that's going to be sustainable. I think in some ways my body's just catching up and saying, oh, okay, time to, lose some fat. And in the last day, this is day 3 of changing my calorie intake. My body is now like jettisoning is the best way I could say it. Just jettisoning stuff. And so is it waste byproduct? I don't know. I saw a really cool TED talk the other day about how our bodies get rid of weight. And I thought it was really, really interesting. I don't know the exact ratio, but human body fat is carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen in a certain ratio, and it expels it as carbon dioxide, that's your CO2, and water, H2O. So, previously I was like, oh, your body gets rid of, weight by burning it, exercise and, energy, and it has nothing to do with it. Energy, as the scientist pointed out, is kilojoules. Joule is the ability to work energy, whereas weight is kilograms. So you have 2 different units. Einstein's theory of relativity aside, you're not going to convert mass into energy on your own. I know I'm not, and I'm willing to bet neither are you. So the solution is to breathe and drink water and get rid of it out of your body, and exercise, obviously. And that was, the joke of it. He said, now, there's a large amount of organic chemistry we're going to jump over here. He says, but I'm going to assume that you already know to lose fat, you need to eat less and exercise more, be more active. He said, move more and eat less. And so take that for what you will. Like I said, I'm just sharing. In the last 3 days, it's made a huge difference. And you would imagine, I did not do the math, and I meant to. What is 14 down to 10 is 4, let's just say 30%. I don't even know if that's right, but I'm eating 30% less calories. I'm eating 350, 400 less calories a day now. And so, yeah, that's, the body's got to come up with that from somewhere, and had another funny moment here to share. Not a funny moment, but my daughter, we do treat ourselves with food. I am guilty of that. Not bad food, but, occasionally, things get busy or whatnot. It's just something we've done. It's not junk food, whatever. Although my dad would probably argue going to Arby's, but normally I would eat an Arby's Euro, which is pretty darn good, I think, and small fries and a game fuel. And I looked it up yesterday, and the Euro by itself is almost 700 calories, and the fries are going to be 200 to 300, and at least 100 in that game fuel. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I would eat more than my entire day's worth of calories in one meal at least once a week. You know what I mean? Like as that treat or whatnot. And so no wonder I wasn't losing weight, or fluctuating, doing, I guess what I'm driving towards and not very well is, we push and we pull and we do things to our bodies that, here I am trying to, lose weight. And I'm like, oh, but have a Euro, Euros are not too bad. And you're like, but lose weight. And I don't want to think about pizza. I love pizza. Pizza is like my favorite food in the world. I mean, period. Next to hot wings. And if you put hot wings on pizza, oh my gosh. But again, the amount of calories in your body, you just can't help, and if you're in the position that I'm in, that you're trying to lose weight, and it's, you know what I mean? And my daughter was kind of funny. She said to me, she's like, if you're good, I'll let you have a fry. And I looked at her and I said, well, Katie, believe you me, I would love to eat a fry. But there's so much bad stuff. And for me, in that fry, it would totally jeopardize everything I've done today. I went walking a little extra yesterday morning, and, I doubt I would have walked 300 calories off. But you know what I'm just saying, it's just something that before I didn't really care about it, and now I do. You know, and part of that is the male metabolic process burns fat and weight quicker. The female metabolic process does not, and that's where I am now. And so it's like, you know, so there's that. The other thing, and I guess I'm not going to paste this to Facebook, so I'll just for the faithful listeners, for myself more than anything. I'm trying to think of how to start it. It's funny to be not okay. Let me rewind. I said something to my daughter yesterday. I'm going to take this from a different route. And she said something. I'll get back to that idea of the fry. You know, if you're good, I'll let you have a sip of my drink or whatever, a fry. And I looked at her and I kind of, as innocently as I could, I said, well, but Katie, I don't know if my future husband is going to like that, you know, or something. I said something to the effect of my future husband, or I want a husband, or something to that effect. And I don't know. I didn't know what kind of reaction I was going to get. You know, the fear of being transgender, being a parent, having a child, somewhat, you know, for me at this point, you know, I hope, knock on plastic, that I'm going to start dating at one point. Yes, the majority of my time is my daughter, and I'm very happy to do that because I'm a parent first. I'm a parent, okay? But there's going to come a time when Katie is going to be more interested in her friends, okay? And Mama Bear has needs. You know what I'm saying? I got needs. Not necessarily sexual needs, but that physical human closeness. I need that tactile, you know, love, hug type thing. And so again, I yesterday I to her I said something about, well, you know, I'm always on the lookout for my future, my husband. You know, and I didn't know how she was going to react to that. I didn't know how she was going to, would she say something like, ew, or gross, or you can't have a husband, or I don't know, you know. And it was one of those things. She said, yeah, I guess you're right, you know, and I was like, okay, you know, I've got the pass, you know, I've got the check mark, I can date, you know, and I mean, again, as part of this transition process, you know, we go from one set of rules and a framework to another mental set of rules and framework. And it's like, you know, for me to say I'm looking for a husband, you know, I'm looking for a man to share the rest of my life with. You know, I can authentically say that now. Whereas before, I didn't really know what I wanted. And I was confused on a lot of things. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how things have progressed. But I thought that was kind of interesting. And then at the game session last night, one of the guys at the table at the board game night said something. Someone walked in and he looked at this other guy and he said, oh, he's so cute. Hello, future husband. Da 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 da. You know, and the other guy, I can't remember his name, says something like, you know, calm down, you know, it's, you know, put it on ice or something like that. We're playing a game, you know, and it made me think back to my comment earlier. And I was like to myself, you know, do I sound that way now? You know, am I silly or is it appropriate? You know what I mean? It's just such a, you know, for him, you know, guy walking, obviously he's gay, but you know, for me, guy looking and whatnot, and you know, as a straight woman now, it's just interesting to me. You know, it just, this life is just amazing. It's complex, relationships and everything else. So All right, so I'm about out of time, and again, good luck to everybody. This is just kind of an update and what's going on. I hope all is great for you wherever you are, and definitely good luck. Good luck to everybody. Okay, good luck to us. We need it. All right, bye bye, everybody. Till next time.